All right, good morning to you. Today is March the 4th with 2 days. What is the 4th? No, today is the 3rd. I need to reset my watch too, because my watch didn't know it was leap year. Date for the rest of the year if I don't change it. It just is what it is, y'all. It just is what it is. So, 105 infected, 6 deaths, and guess what? Many thousands or more. And those are just the official numbers, okay? I've been saying since the onset of this pandemic, which nobody, few people, only time you're gonna hear pandemic is on YouTube from people who are in the know, people who are just, reporting this thing daily. People like me, people like Prepper Nurse One, people like, I don't really follow Bear Independence. I did watch Pastor Joe Fox the other day. He had a video. Let me see, who else? Tara from Homestead Hopeful. Kev H, I apologize, I haven't watched your latest videos. But listen, it is what it is, all right? And it has been created, or it has evolved to what it is. And I just checked the numbers a while ago, and it was like 80,000 infected in China. I'm like, it's probably closer to 8 million. And and everybody's fixing their windows this morning. I wonder what happened. Let me see what else. Yeah, they're saying 105 were infected here in the States, and we have had 6 deaths. And they were reporting this. They was all dramatic this morning on the news. They were like, yeah, and as we were here, the ambulance, the emergency personnel rolled up, and they picked up people, from this nursing home, and they're wheeling them away due to the coronavirus. And I'm like, I wonder, was it really because of the coronavirus? I wonder, I mean, because when people are in nursing homes or facilities, there's something always wrong with them. Have y'all noticed that? The emergency, the ambulance is always, or the medical transport is always in front of the nursing home. So anyway, that's just something I noticed this morning on the news. I'm like, that doesn't necessarily mean they were taken to the hospital for the coronavirus. But it doesn't necessarily mean they weren't either. So, one thing we haven't talked about in quite some time, because we've been on this coronavirus stuff, is the food shortage, okay? And just because you can get food now does not mean we're not in a food shortage, okay? Does not mean we're on the cusp of a food crisis. So keep that in the back of your minds too. And I don't want to be just doom and gloom all the time, okay? Because like we talked about yesterday, it's more likely at this point that you will not get the virus. And even if you do get the virus, it's not a death sentence, all right? You got a 97% chance of making it. I like those odds. Now, I like the odds of 100% by not getting it, but 97%, that's pretty good doggone odds, y'all. If the numbers are accurate, if the numbers are absolutely, the truth of what they're telling us, then you got a 97% chance of living, at a 3% kill rate. The only thing about it, like I was saying yesterday, the only thing that really is going to be the most disturbing to me in all of this is going to be the fact that there's going to be so much civil unrest. When it gets to the point where, and I really wish we could have watched American Blackout, because they even talk about it in dang, what was the series we just watched? The Colony. They talked about how we are 3 meals away from anarchy, or 9 meals away from total anarchy. That's 3 days. 3 days without people, when people are not eating here in America, it's gonna be crazy, okay? And you throw on top of that the EBT situation, where people are getting their food stamps or food subsidy benefit cut, and if you throw something else on top of that, where they gonna slide the car and the car doesn't work, or you throw some financial hardships on top of everything else. I mean, we had a challenge yesterday with my trading platform, where the whole entire trading platform went down, and I was going crazy yesterday. Not really. I mean, I was like, it is what it is. Me being out the market one day is not going to kill me. It did hurt my account, okay? But me being out the market, it's not going to kill me. It wasn't a big deal, because I know at any given time I can pick one, and bam, double my account again. It's no big deal, And that's what I want you guys to kind of take the attitude of, it's serious, but just I don't want you guys stressing out about any of this craziness, this silliness, because the virus is going to run its course regardless. All right, regardless if it's in the air that you breathe, on the surface you touch, or not breathe, the virus is going to run its course. Food shortage is going to come and go. We are resilient. We are humans. And probably the only thing that will take out the human species are humans, unfortunately. We're our own worst enemy. And the way I see this virus thing, I don't even if they are reporting accurate numbers, they can't be so accurate because, number one, they have not had enough testing kits. And I talked to my buddy this morning, he was like, hey man, be careful in the market, because once these testing kits come out, these numbers are going to spike and the market is probably going to plunge again. And I agree with him. As soon as the numbers in the United States double, because they've gone from 60 something yesterday to 105 today, official numbers. Once they keep rising, or once they double again, be on the lookout. It's going to get increasingly. I want to stop using the word crazy. People are going to start getting more and more serious. How about that? People will start getting more and more serious about their food stores, what's going on, in their personal health, personal lives, and while you can still get, and that's why I've been in overcharge, these past couple of weeks. While you still can get, stock up. Hey brother, they are saying it's from money. So with this will bring the New World Order. Yeah, I watched that series last night, Pandemic, and it was so eerily close to what we're going through right now with this coronavirus. Hey brother, YouTube is letting you go live with under 1,000 subscribers. Yes sir, I've been doing that since I had like 100 subscribers. I figured out a trick. Yes sir, yes indeed. If you want to know, all you gotta do is ask how I do it, and I'll let you know. So yeah, I watched that series, that mini series Pandemic last night. It was really good, very well written, great acting, and it was just eerily close to what's going on right now. All right, so you have to go to, I got 850. Good for you. Congratulations. And can't yet. All right, so you have to download this app I'm using on my phone, and I forget the name of it. I'm gonna have to email me, and I'll send you the link. Email me at plantbasedhomesteadprepper@gmail.com. I'll send you the link, but it's an app that you download on your phone. You can set it up to whatever site you want to go live for, Facebook, YouTube, what's the Para one, whatever it is, Parachat, I don't know. But they got like 7 or 8 of them that you can set it up to, and do it that way. Hey Miss Ann, good morning. So yeah, I've been doing this since the onslaught of this channel, going live since. I had my original channel, which is my real name, and I used to go live, and then they changed the rules on me, and it took me about 6 months to find a way to go live. But yeah, we've been going live, and we go live probably 3 to 5 times a week. So, but thank you for noticing, and thank you for asking. And I wish I had the app in memory. I'm driving. I'm not even gonna do all that because I know somebody's gonna be like, drive, be safe, drive. But if you email me, I'll send you the I'll send you that. Or you can just do a Google, like what app can I use to go live on YouTube, and you'll find it that way. If you don't want to wait. Let's see what you say. God bless you. God bless you too. Miss Ann, if you sent me some links with her, I am so sorry. I have not checked out any links. Where did you email them to me? Also, guys, we have a Plant Based Homestead Prepper Facebook group if you want to join that, and that's like real time info. So if you want to post things over there and you want to get the word out over there, and I have two of them. I have a page and I have a group. The group only has like 7 or 8 members. So if you want to join there, where we can be in constant communication with each other, 24/7, then that is probably a good source that you can use. What else we got? So official numbers this morning, United States, 105 infected, which I think is in the thousands, and 6 deaths, which I know for a fact is more than that because people have died and were not were not officially diagnosed with coronavirus or COVID-19. No, the other day you screenshot it. Oh no, I didn't. You know what? No, I apologize. I did not. And I need to go back and look at those. You know what? Some kind of way, when I'm screenshotting off of this app, it's going into a whole different. You know how when you take pictures in your phone, sometimes it'll go into your photos, sometimes it goes into downloads, and sometimes it goes somewhere else. Well, apparently when I screenshot from this app, it goes somewhere else. He said they're lying. Yeah, they're lying. You know they're lying. If the government's mouths are moving, if a politician's mouth is moving, he's lying. She's lying. So yeah, I mean, I don't trust. Like I tell you guys all the time, I don't trust anything I hear in the media. I don't trust anything I see on TV. I don't trust anything I hear on the radio. I read between the lines. Check it out. Check it out. Way different stuff going on now. Refresh my memory. I've had like 5 lives since then, Marianne. Refresh my memory. I think it was, if memory serves me correct, it was a doctor that you was telling me to go check out his YouTube channel or something. Is that what we're talking about? Can resend it? I was like, yes, please do. Anybody on here can check them out. Yeah, resend everything. Type it in here so people can see it, and resend it. Best way to do it so I know I'll get it is email me. So email me at plantbasedhomesteadprepper@gmail.com, please, and that way I know I can get it. Peak prosperity blaze. Press the microphone. Give me a brief update of what they're talking about over there, please, if you don't mind. So yeah, I don't for 1 second believe that it's 105 in the United States. It's probably close to 10,005, if not more, 105,000 probably. Because if there are 80,000 in China, and I believe there are 8 million, and they're saying 105 in America, then it's got to be 105,000. Got to be. And I believe also that there are going to be a certain amount of the public, me being one of them, that's going to have a natural immunity to anything. Okay? I did go out yesterday, and I'm gonna upload a video later. Government is wicked. Oh yeah, that's not anything new. I went out yesterday and got us some vitamin C boosters. Got some pineapple, got some oranges. I didn't like the grapefruits that were in the store, so while I'm out there, I'm gonna check and see if I can find some grapefruits. But we're probably going to go back on mucus busters for starting probably Thursday. Because Jennifer's birthday is Friday. We have a funeral to go to. One of her really good friends passed away, so they will be having a funeral for her on Friday that we'll be going to. And of course, we'll be around a lot of people. So naturally, we want to boost our immune systems even more. Well, this morning, talk about FEMA might come in and near Oregon, Washington, one of the guys' kids in school is shut down. Just weird stuff that's not in the news. Okay. Yeah, and I have family and friends down in San Antonio, Texas, and they just, I don't know if they declared a state of emergency or something they declared down in San Antonio. Sorry, trying to voice talk and drive, but oh no, don't text and drive, please don't. It's not that serious. It is not. It is definitely not that serious. Why am I going so fast? Good gracious, I'm flying. I'm trying to keep up with these big old trucks, I guess. Give me no citation out here. Set the cruise control and just cruise. Yeah, I gotta get over here to Newport News this morning. Got a trouble call for a dryer. The dryer's not drying. It takes too many cycles to dry. So that's usually a pretty easy fix. It's just clean out the lint trap. But to do that, I'm about to go to Lowe's, get a lint trap cleaner. I'm gonna actually leave this one out here because this house always has problems with their lint trap. So I'll pull the dryer out, take the return hose off, run it through, and be over and done with. Good morning, everyone. Just found your page. Well, thank you for being here, and please consider subscribing. We are plant-based, and we believe in making prepping fun, even when it's a pandemic going on. Because I believe like this. I believe if you're going to survive any major catastrophe, I'm going to turn the camera around so y'all can see this beauty. Look at all this water, y'all. Water everywhere. So right now I'm crossing the Chesapeake Bay. And for your viewing pleasure, you guys get to see. Now let's see if I can put it back up here. That's going to be the challenge. Sorry about all the movement, y'all. Damn. Okay. That's pretty good. I've been in this area. Golly, I've been in this area a long time. I'm originally from Texas. Let's see if I can't fix y'all a little bit. There we go. Originally from Texas, from Tyler, Texas to be exact. Love Tyler, Texas. One of the best places in the world to actually live. If you got money. Okay? If you got some money, you can go there and retire and just live a really good life. I've been on the East Coast. Golly, I've been out here since 1990. You know what's something going on? I wish I should have turned the camera. I should have kept the camera turned around. I'm watching like probably 1,000. I've never seen this before. 1,000 geese looks like flying in formation. This is beautiful. God, there's miles of just geese flying. Y'all can't see because of the truck. Oh my God, this is such a sight. And also alarming because usually when you see this amount of this many birds flying and they're right on the water, they're like maybe 4 or 5 feet off the water. That is incredible. Got some stragglers down here, but I've never seen anything like that in my whole entire life. That was beautiful. And it's alarming because I'm going the opposite direction. I need to be going back that way where they're going. It is what it is, y'all. Animals have a natural instinct because they're close to Mother Gaia, which is Mother Earth. They have a natural instinct that we lose, and I can go into why we lose it, but we're humans, and we're too smart sometimes for our own good. There I go touching my face again. All right, so hello from France. Wow, hello France. I think you're probably the first France member that we have. What is going on, and how is your country reacting and acting to this coronavirus situation? I would really like to know from other countries. I really can't read right now, but I will when I stop. I will read your comments. So welcome. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. And what is the time difference? I know you guys are ahead of us in time. I want to say you're probably 6 to 8 hours ahead of us. Right now it's 8:48 a.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the States on the East Coast. I'm on New York time. So that's what time it is right now. But welcome. And welcome to somebody health homestead. I can't see that first one. Bernie, welcome to you as well. Thank you for being here. We love having we love our old members. Now our old family, who are just here all the time, absolutely love them. But thank you guys for so much for being new folks that come in. So 245. Okay. So you're 6 hours ahead of us. Okay, cool. Well, welcome. It's amazing because it's like I'm talking to you from the past. Just a little joke. See if I can straighten you guys up a little bit. Yeah, I broke my some kind of way. I went to move my holder. I don't know what it's called. I just call it a phone holder. And last weekend I broke it some kind of way. So now it's kind of flops around. So every now and then you guys are gonna get a different vantage point as I go through all these bad roads here in Virginia, which you guys constantly tell me about. I can't fix the roads. I pay taxes for them to fix them, and I can't control if they fix them or not. So I apologize about the roads. I know they're horrible. Trust me, I drive them daily. I know that they are horrible. What's the price of gas in France? What is the price of gas in France? I know when I was in France like 25 years ago, gas then was like already $3 and $4 in Europe, and that was 25 years ago. So what are you guys paying per? I think you guys buy. Do you guys buy about a liter? I can't remember how gas is sold in Europe. But what is the price if you can convert gallons for me so we can understand? Because we Americans we're on this system that nobody else uses. And if you can convert it to gallons for me and tell me what a gallon of gas costs in France, that'd be awesome. And anyone else that has any questions for our folks in France, gas is 154 euros. Is that that's for a liter? Oh my God, 154. So that's not that bad though, because it's like 3 liters in a gallon. So 154. So you're paying like $4. That's not that bad. Because I think we're paying $3.20 a gallon here. So wow, we finally almost caught up with you guys. Because I was surprised, especially when I was in like Italy and Sicily. God, gas was so expensive then. As a matter of fact, my military buddies who were stationed there, he had a gas voucher. He would pull up to the pump, walk in and give them a gas voucher and be able to get gas because I guess the government was subsidizing their gas purchases, which, golly, it was crazy. It was like $8 a liter back then. If memory serves me correct, a liter only. Wow. That's amazing. No more hand sanitizer or mask available. Yeah, it's the same way here. Population said they're scared. Yeah, I can understand why. I choose not to be scared. Whatever's going to happen is going to happen. So much panic buying. Okay, going on. Europe will start. Wait a minute, what is that? See, the one thing that we hadn't talked about this subject, but when you have scares like this, and when countries get to the point where they can't ship out things and they're not receiving because they can't afford to buy, what's the fastest way to get your country out of a good crisis, during conflict or a war? So things like this usually lead to war, and that's the last thing I want to see. Hopefully, like I keep saying, hopefully when we move into the warmer months, hopefully this thing will burn out and die out and fade away and go away, and and the world economy won't get worse than it already is. So, it is serious. I want you guys to make sure, while you can, especially here in the States, we still can get things. So while you can get things, make sure you prep non-perishables. And I give you some examples. That's canned goods, canned foods, canned corn, canned beans, canned peas, canned peaches, canned pears. Those things last forever. Stock up on sugar. I'm a prepper, but sad for the others and sad to watch. Yeah, I appreciate you for being a prepper. Pet food, yes, definitely pet food. Boxed potatoes, like au gratin and mashed, boxed mashed potatoes are good. Pancake mix, excellent prep. Don't forget your cake mixes, because if you get shut in, you're gonna want something sweet. You're gonna want to bake a cake. Even if you never baked a cake before, you're gonna want to bake a cake. I guarantee you. Just is what it is. Let me see what else. Water. I preach and teach water all the darn time. I feel like a broken record, and I'm proud to announce that I went out and added another 14 gallons yesterday. And probably this weekend, we've gotten our stock up, to, I'm talking about drinking water. I'm not talking about just usable water. Gotten our stock up to like 70 gallons in the house. And I'm telling you guys this, over the next month, I really want to double that to 140. If I had 140 gallons of drinkable water stored in my house, I would then almost feel comfortable, because at 1 gallon per person per day, that's 2 gallons per person, for Jennifer and I. Right now, if you do 2 gallons per day going into 70, that's just over 30 days. That's not enough for me. That's not even close to enough. So I would feel more comfortable if we had double that amount. I would definitely feel more comfortable if we had quadruple. We had, what's 7 times 4? 7, 14, 20, 280 gallons. Oh yeah, I could feel decent then. Now, is that all the water? No, we store, and a good way to store water, especially if you have like a house, if you have a garage, you can store a whole bunch of water. Get those food grade containers, and you can store just fountain faucet water. That's one way of doing it. Another way that I found is going to your Lowe's or your Home Depots and getting the 30-gallon trash cans. Those are excellent at storing water. The only thing is, what I found is I try to keep them up off the ground, so they won't so you won't get rot from the ground, dry rot. And also, it's best if you like put some poles or something in the ground, because something will come around and tip them over. Even though it's hard as heck to tip them over, sometimes they can get tipped over. So it's not a bad idea, get you 3 or 4 or 5 of those 30-gallon water containers and store some water in there as well. If push comes to shove and we have to do it, we have water bobs. Those are containers that you can put into your bathtub, and they hold 100 gallons. So it's not a bad idea. Not a bad idea for you guys to order some water bobs. Get them from Amazon. I think they're like $15 maybe. I'm pretty sure they're under 20. I've had mine for so long. Of course, they're still in a container. As I talk to you guys, it's probably not a bad idea for me to order a few more. What else? But I'm telling you, water is going to be key, especially if you lose municipal water. Most of us here in the States, we're spoiled. We don't have to hand pump water. We don't have to go down to the river, get water and boil water, treat water. We don't have to do any of that. You know, we walk into the kitchen, we turn on the tap, boom, we fill up our container, and we drink. Most of us, well, a lot of us. You know, some people have filters on their spigot. Some people have filters throughout their whole house. Some people have filters on their refrigerator. However, you have it. Normally, most of the time, you just walk right into the kitchen and get water. So think about what happens if the water gets contaminated, or if they shut the water off. If that happens, then you know you got to have Plan B's and Plan C's. So make sure you do. Let's see here. So we got non-perishable items. We got water, beans and rice and beans. You know, beans and rice and beans. The only thing with beans and rice and beans is you need a lot of water to cook them and fix them. Okay. So that's a cheap way of prepping and a cheap way of getting preps. After that, you know, focus on things like heating. You know, it's not so bad during the summertime because you can always open some windows and open up some doors and all that kind of stuff. But if this thing lasts and you're in a cold climate, how are you going to heat your house? What are you going to do? What's up, Michael Best? How are you? Thank you for being here. Disinfectant, bleach, toilet paper, yes, all great preps. Medical supplies, you know, first aid kits. I'm not talking about the little $20 first aid kit you get from Walmart. You know, build your own first aid kit. Bandages, towels, duct tape, Gorilla tape, super glue, Gorilla glue. That's especially for things like cuts. If you get a cut that you can't close it up and you don't have a way of suturing it or stitching it, pitch that thing together and put some doggone super glue on it. Now listen, I'm not a medical professional. I'm just a prepper or a halfway wannabe prepper who's just trying to do the right thing for his family. So take everything that you hear on this channel as for entertainment purposes only. But stock up on these things. Black trash bags, because what you want to do if and when things go south, you want to be able to tape up your windows, because you as preppers will probably still have power. You'll probably still have light. You want to create and keep operational security. And also, I would consider making sure that you have one room that is your main room. You know, where if it's your, and I always try to pick a room that's like in the middle of the house, so that you're protected from a bunch of walls. What am I doing? I'm taking the wrong exit. So that you're protected from a bunch of walls. Also, center of the house so you can kind of still listen and still hear. If you have, what you wowing for, Proverb 31 woman? Good morning from Northern Michigan. Good morning, Cindy. So y'all, if you have a dog, that's a really good security measure. Also, it's not really great for operation security, but when if this thing goes, I don't want to say when, if this thing goes south, tape up your windows with black trash bags so that people cannot see the glow of your lanterns, of your candles, of your lights, of your solar power, and then test it. Do a room now, and then go out and keep your lights on. Go outside and see if you can see any light coming out now while it's safe. While it's safe, do it now. That way you'll know, because the worst thing you want to do is test your preps when you need your preps to work. Let me say that again. The worst thing you want to do is to test your preps when you need your preps to be working. All right? So test your things now. Now, of course, I don't want you to pull out your water bob and fill that up in your bathtub. Don't do that now. That's like, emergency. It's like break glass on the emergency. Y'all seen those signs before? Break out your water bob only in an emergency situation. Got about 10 minutes for, well, maybe 5-6 minutes before I arrive at my destination. So got about 6 minutes, y'all, just so y'all know. Let's see what else. Toilet paper, yeah. As long as the water and the sewer is running, as long as they're picking up trash and you can use the toilets, oh yeah, definitely stock up on toilet paper, paper towels, paper plates, paper cups, you know, those things. Got my plastic. Get my some before I run out. Yes, tarps are really good prep items. You can use tarps for a number of things. I'm using tarps right now to cover up my tractor so that it doesn't get rained on. I was thinking about building me a little shed this weekend. I could probably knock that thing out in like a couple of hours. I'm just gonna build one big enough just to house that little lawn tractor and be done with it. But you know, things like that. You know, be thinking what you use now, and think about things that you know you can use as an alternative if your modern conveniences go out. Okay. Let's see what else. Some kind of protection. You know, you need protection. If this thing gets bad, that's always out of everything I've ever prepped for, civil unrest is the one that makes me the most nervous. You know what? I'm about to stop at this Walmart to see if they have any 1 pound cylinders. My Walmart down the street from my house had run out. Actually, so I'm about to go to Lowe's, so I just checked this Lowe's and see. I don't need to make 2 stops. And you know what? Believe it or not, I did not go to Lowe's yesterday at all. Let me see if I can see what our friend was saying. Hello from France. Cases will spike here. Not enough prevention and ongoing. Okay. Yeah. To our France friend, I think cases are going to spike everywhere. And I don't believe that we're anywhere close to reporting accurate numbers as it is. So, yeah, I believe that we're all in the world of hurt. Propane. I just mentioned that, but I didn't go into it. Propane tanks. Your 1 pound and your 20 pound and your 100 pound. You know, because propane is such an awesome tool because not only can you heat. See, we have those little buddy heaters. We can close off one room, fire up the little buddy, and that thing, we can put that joker on low and be good. Be blessed yourself, Proverbs 31 woman. Hadn't seen you in a while. Thank you for checking in. I appreciate it. So, you know, guys, while you still can get things if you don't have them, you know, and I try to cater this channel to for new preppers, you know, putting out the basics. You know, the basics are always going to be the BBBs, beans, Band-Aids, and bullets. You know, you want to have somewhere in some form of protecting your family and your preps. And if you're in a bang friendly country, then you know, if you don't have bang bangs right now, then shame on you because you need them. And if you're in a county that is unfriendly to bang bangs, then crossbows, bows and arrows, slingshots, knives so you can make spears. I mean, you know, sometimes you got to get primitive. Axes and hatchets and things like that. You know, sometimes you got to get primitive. Unfortunately, you know, those items are close combat. You know, with the bang bangs, you can knock somebody down from several feet away, which is good. You don't want it when you're in a fight. You want to fight the fight far away from you. And then, you know, brush up on your operation security. Brush up on security, especially like start getting your perimeter security now. If you live in an apartment, you know, set up with your neighbors. Be like, okay, well, we're gonna have this kind of perimeter. Nobody can get past this unless we know it. If you're in a house, set up your perimeter. See, unfortunately, where I am, I have a fenced-in backyard, and then we've already made provisions so that we can make a perimeter in our front. You know, and that's always a work in progress. Always a work in progress, and you have to be working on security all the time. And you got to be thinking security. Listen, guys, you got to be thinking security now. You know, hey, if this thing keeps getting bad and it gets worse than what it is now, how vulnerable are we to an attack? How vulnerable are we to people just walking up, knocking on our door? How vulnerable are we to X, Y, and Z? You know, you got to be thinking about that stuff now, so that when it happens, you're not frantic, you're not panicking, trying to make sure you have operation security. So another thing, I talked about this about 6 months ago. The best way to prevent somebody from kicking your front door in on the first kick. Y'all ready for this? 3-inch screws. 3-inch screws. Take the middle screw out of your hinge side of all 3 of your hinges and put a 3-inch screw in the center. Take your strike plate, because most time when people install doors, they put the strike plate on. The strike plate is when the door comes together. Okay? You have 2 cases in Georgia now. Congratulations. It's probably more like 2,000. Tara, just saying. Asking for a friend. Tara's one of our normals, and she knows I'm gonna always ask for a friend. But yeah, one of the best ways to prevent your doors from being kicked in and to give you more time to react and respond is 3-inch screws. Take the first screw, take the top screw out from your strike plate, put a 3-inch screw in there. Take the bottom screw out, put a 3-inch screw in there. Take the top screw off of your deadbolt, put a 3-inch screw in there. Take the bottom screw out, put a 3-inch screw in there. Okay? That is the best way to prevent somebody from kicking your door in ever. And do that for all of your doors. All of your exterior doors, do that. While I'm looking at it, I'm looking at this guy. It's not a bad idea to stock up on some, if you can afford it and if you have room, some plywood. Okay? Plywood. Why? And go ahead and pre-cut it for your windows. All right? Pre-cut it for your windows for 2 reasons. Number 1, if you go ahead and pre-cut it and you have it available, when something happens, or if something happens, well, we'll say when something happens, whether a storm is coming or you have civil unrest and you want to board up, I like the idea of boarding up from the inside, which that's really not, I mean, you're kind of asking for trouble both ways if you board up your windows. If you board up from the outside, people know that you're in there. If you board up from the inside, if you do it the way I would do it, then you won't really have too many problems, because I would secure it, and then I would, if it gets to that point where we know we're going to hunker down and hunker in, and we have to board up, I probably will board up from the inside. And what that prevents is anyone from being able to take your boards down from outside. Now, I give you a technique. If you're going to board up from the outside, you want to use star bits. Okay? Go out and get the wood screws that have the star. Don't use just a regular Phillips screw, because anybody can come around with a Phillips screwdriver, boom, take your boards down and gain access. Now, it's going to take them a while to do that. If you use the star bits, then I don't know anybody other than myself and people that do the job that I do that use star bits. Okay? So, we have a sliding glass door in our balcony. It's the 3rd floor, but it still makes me anxious. If you're on the 3rd floor, I mean, you pretty much got vertical protection. It would make me nervous too, and I would have some kind of safety measure. At least put up the type of tent that if your glass breaks, it won't shatter. You know, you can always, that's something you can do, Tara. We have one as well, and I hate it. Yeah, I mean, that's one thing you do. If you can't afford to convert to a regular door, then you can always put up, and they sell it right here at Lowe's. You know, you can always put up that film, and anybody can do it. All you gotta do is read the directions, have the little kit, spray the mess on that, peel it off, put it up, and take out the bubbles. You're good. Put some of that up, and it's really cheap too. I think you can get a roll of it for like $20 for a glass. For a sliding glass, you're probably gonna need like 3 or 4 rolls. So you're talking about for under $100, you can protect that glass, and it will allow light in, but because it's like a shade, it won't create so much heat, and you can see out of it, but you really can't see in. Okay, so that's something you can do. It's something you can always remove. You know, when you get ready to leave, you can remove that. It's not permanent. Well, it's permanent. It's permanent enough for what you need. But when you get ready to leave, all you gotta do is just take it from the top, rip it down, and it comes right off. It doesn't even leave any, as far as I know, it doesn't leave any sticky film. But if it does, get you some what is called Goo Gone, Googone, Goo Gone. And this is for any kind of surface that's sticky. If you want it gone, use Goo Gone. It takes it off. Okay, it gets it gone, and they mean it. Let's see here. Not sure. Okay. All right, so we caught up on chat. Listen, guys. Even though this pandemic is becoming a pandemic worldwide, know that you have a 97. If you have more of a chance to not get it, okay, just keep that in mind. You have more of a chance to not get it than if you do. If you do get it, you have a 97% chance of making it. Okay, you got 97. I'll take those odds. When I'm trading stocks, if I could pick 97% winners, I would be rich right now. Okay, that's great odds. Okay, so keep that in mind. Know that we here at Plant Based Homestead Prepper, we love you, we appreciate you guys, and we're here for you. And for our new folks, check out some of our friends. Homestead Hopeful, she has amazing videos on her channel. Okay. See if anybody else is in here that I can promote real quick. Proverbs 31 woman, she has amazing gardening videos. Let's see who else. I think that's about it as far as Burning Health Homestead. Okay, that's who that was. Tony said, "Government's wicked." So I'm just running through the chat, just making sure that I did tell our French friend I was going to read his comments or their comments. Protection and ongoing social events, no mask, all the numbers. Oh goodness. Yeah, Cindy, I'm in the same boat. You know, it's the public that makes me, nervous. Yeah, I'm not worried about the virus. No more hand sanitizers and masks available. 61% of the population say they are scared. Okay, yeah, I mean, a lot of people are scared. I remember my parents and my in-laws. My mom lives in Texas, and we talk daily. I have not talked to her about the virus. This has not been a subject of conversation. Simply because she's really enjoying her life right now. She's like living her best life. And I know how she is. If we start talking that stuff, she'll shut down. And she tends to keep, prep items at her house anyway. My children, they grew up watching me be a prepper. They live about 100 miles away from me. I talked to my daughter yesterday, and I was like, hey, this thing's getting pretty bad. You and your brother need to figure out what y'all gonna do. Are y'all gonna hunker in, or y'all gonna, get down here? And she's like, yeah, I know, Dad. I've been watching it and blah, 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 blah. But, we all have our lives. Life in Pieces. All right, y'all check out Life in Pieces, too. Has a great channel. Hey, Kev H, how you doing, brother? My parents are preppers. They are divorced. My mom is remarried, but they are both preppers. That's good. Just know that it's more likely to pass you by than it is to get you. And even if you do get, the coronavirus, it's not a death sentence. Okay, you got 97% chance of making it. Just keep that in the back of your mind. And we're going to be here the whole entire time to come in and encourage and try to get as much information out as we can. I'm doing great, man. I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. I'm about to get off here. The markets are about to open. My prediction for the market today, this is what I'm hoping. I don't know. This is my hope. Now, so far, the last week, I've been predicting the market to the T. I didn't predict this big jump yesterday. I did tell you guys, I was like, don't be surprised if you see a huge jump in the morning and then a fall. I did not predict that it would run like crazy yesterday afternoon. I didn't predict that. So this is what I'm hoping. I'm hoping today that the market just runs like crazy. I'm talking about the U.S. market. Now I haven't checked anybody else's market. I don't know what happened in Europe. I don't know what happened in Japan or China today. I don't know what has happened. And I'm about to get that information here in a minute. But I'm hoping that this thing just runs like crazy. I hope it makes up all of the difference that we lost last week. Why? I'll tell you this, because I'm in Amazon on the long side, and I'm in a really good spot, in a really good position. And I need Amazon to run up about $200 between now and Friday. And if it does, you guys are going to see a different Roderick. Doing pretty good. Have 2 cases in Georgia now, Kev. I wish I had money available to play the market, but it's so volatile right now. It's probably not a good idea since I'm not experienced. Yeah, if you're not experienced right now, it's not time to be in the market, unless you're playing down. And see, you guys know I play down and up. And last week I doubled my account. Now yesterday with Robinhood being down, and if you are interested in getting a free stock, email me and I'll send you the link. Or you can go to Plant Based Homestead Prepper Facebook group, and I got the links on there. I got the links for that. And I got the link for the gas. You know how I get money back on the gas thing. So anyway, guys, I gotta go. Thank y'all for being here. I really truly appreciate y'all. Y'all know I appreciate you. I love you. I used to actually kiss my hand and then give you guys a kiss. Now I just make it look like I'm doing it because I'm trying to not touch my face as much as I used to. Do y'all know that the average person touch their face 500 times a day? Did y'all know that? That's why this virus is going to just keep running. Because we can't help ourselves. We're like, oh, I'm so pretty. Oh, I love myself. And we're always touching our face. But I got some hand sanitizer. This is the only bottle I got in the truck, too. And y'all saw me spraying down everything yesterday. And since I'm here at Lowe's, I'll probably pick me up some more Lysol wipes here. But listen, guys, I gotta go to work, and I will see you guys later. I love y'all. Thank y'all so much. Take care.